Have you ever wondered what it's like dating these days as a single man in their late 20s? Well, I got the story for you. About a month ago, I was at the gym working out after a long road trip where I was just feeling tired and extra fatigued. And I was like, let me go to the gym, wake myself up a little bit. And I was doing deadlifts, and I noticed this cute girl close by. And we made eye contact at least 3 times. And I thought that was my signal that I should approach. But at the time, she was doing hip thrusts. And if you know anything about hip thrusts, it's not really the ideal position to be having a conversation in. So I thought, let me wait a little bit and try to talk to her later. And later on in the workout, I see her doing cable kickbacks, and I'm like, all right, now's my chance to approach. So I start coming up with a plan in my head. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. I'm going to approach her from a head-on position, a direct line of sight, so she can see me coming. You know, you don't want to come up from behind them and scare the girl. And then while I'm doing all this, I'm getting nervous, so my mouth is getting dry. So to fix the dry mouth, I get a sip of water. And while all this is happening, she finishes her set and she's taking a break. So I'm like, okay, now I need to approach. So I start walking up towards her. I give her a wave to signal I'm about to say something. She takes the headphones off. And then I say, hi, I'm Tyler. I just saw you from over there, and I wanted to introduce myself. What's your name? And she tells me her name. She says, hi, I'm Molly, let's say. Molly Percocet. I'm like, nice to meet you, Molly. And then I freeze for a little bit, but then I recover. And I say, I just thought you were cute, and I wanted to see if I could get your phone number. And she says, sure. So I hand over my phone, and I'm pretty sure right when I hand the phone, I get a text from a friend's group chat. This is one I play video games with, and let's just say our group chat name isn't the most appropriate. I'm not sure if she sees it, but while she's entering her contact information, she messes up a few times. I'm sure we're both nervous at this point in time, so I can't say she saw the group chat's name exactly. But then she hands me my phone back, and I just say, I didn't want to interrupt your workout too much, but I'll be over there walking there on the treadmill. Feel free to join me after your workout, and we can chat for a little bit. You know, and I just wanted to leave the door open and give her the chance to get to know me a little more. She doesn't end up taking that opportunity to get to know me, but that's all right. So I still send her a text, see if she's interested. And once she responds, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to beat around any bushes. I'm just going to ask her out on a date. So this is what I sent her, and this is how she responds. She says, she's going to be busy for the next couple weeks. Can we postpone the date? And I'm like, you know what? I'm a patient guy. I can wait a couple weeks. Why not? And about 2 days later, I get home from work, and I'm just sitting on the couch, and I log into Twitter, and I start scrolling through my timeline when I see this tweet.
Just got asked to go on a date by a stranger, and he threw out a couple of suggestions. One of them being a 1v1 basketball game. Like, I'm going to decline, but I completely respect it. I wonder how often this has worked for him. How many girls has he taken to the paint, so to speak?
And I'm like, that's crazy. I just did that. And then I'm like, wait a minute. That's too much of a coincidence. So then I click on the person's profile. I do some digging, and then I realize I'm pretty sure that's the person that I asked out on a date. So then I do what any person would do in this situation. I screenshot the tweet and then send it to Molly. And then I answer her questions. Has this ever worked for me before? Nope, never. How many times have I tried it? Just once. And then this is what our text exchange looks like. I'm trying to be myself, be playful, and have a little bit of fun. And then about 2 weeks later, I reach back out asking her on another date. And I'm sure you can guess how Molly responded. Exactly. Silence. And I'm still waiting on a response today. But this is kind of what I expected, because in the last year, I've gotten 5 strangers' phone numbers. And I've only gone on dates with 2 of these girls, and in all 5 instances, I've been ghosted. So I'm not sure exactly why this happens to me so frequently. You know, I don't think this is a me problem. Is it? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. But here are my takeaways from this encounter. Takeaway number 1, don't let rejection discourage you. You have to remember, every time you get rejected, that counts as 1 rejection. And 1 is one of the smallest numbers out there. Takeaway number 2, If someone's not excited to go on a date with you immediately, there's a good chance that date's not going to happen. And the longer you postpone it, the longer you wait, the less excited they'll be to go on that date. At least that's what happened in this instance. And a wise man once said,
"There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again."
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. So I ended up looking like a fool when I asked her out on a date again and she ghosted me. I can't let that happen. And a 17-year-old recently told me, "Tyler, you got to know your worth." So now I have my own set of rules to follow. If you ghost me, if you stop answering my texts or calls, I'm done with you. I'm not talking to you anymore. Yeah, so now I finally have some self-respect. And takeaway number 3, since we can all agree this isn't my fault, it has to be the girl's fault. And that means women, you're the problem. So my question to all women out there is, where's your curiosity? Why not go on the date? Why not give the guy a chance? You could have fun. It's not that serious anyway. So, yeah, think about that for a little bit. But in this situation, I think both me and Molly are winners because we have a good story to tell our friends, our family, and I guess our fans. So, yeah, we get the situation that we can laugh and learn from, and hopefully you enjoyed it as well. And if you liked it, let me know in the comments section down below. Maybe I'll share some more ghost stories in the future. I'm trying to get back into stand-up comedy, and I thought this would be a good story to tell, but I had pictures I wanted to show. And so that wouldn't really work on the stand-up comedy stage, but it works pretty well for YouTube, so I decided to post it on here. So let me know if you liked it, and maybe I'll share some more in the future.